It's great to have you guys here, Eric and Deva Edelman. How you guys doing?
Great,
Good.
thanks for having us.
It's terrific to have you here. Now, there's a lot of different real estate teams out there. There's a lot of husband and wife teams. What's different about you guys?
Well, I think mainly what's different about us is kind of the way that we work. We work together, yet at the same time separately. Deva has her video production and database maintenance and marketing responsibilities, whereas I'm handling the bulk of the client interaction, escrows, showings.
You're the out and about guy, and I'm
yeah,
the lady
right.
behind the desk with the 2 screens and 26 tabs open.
Sales and operations, right
Exactly.
here.
Right, there you go.
Like that.
Yeah.
So what is it about your team structure that you think helps benefit people who are buying and selling homes with you guys?
We have a pretty wide variety of life experience and skills, so between the two
That's
of us,
true.
we're usually able to figure out any problem that gets thrown at us, which, you know, in this business could be anything.
Right.
So,
Yeah. I mean, we've done everything from making real estate videos to remodeling our own kitchen to building a room in our attic.
we're good at figuring things out together. So we've been doing that for 25 years, and,
Right.
we're still here.
Well, that's terrific, guys. Now, also, you mentioned videos. I noticed you're making a lot of videos. What's kind of the story behind that, or the goal there?
Well, I mean, really, the video odyssey kind of started for me back in 2008. There was the Tom Ferry Summit, and Gary Vaynerchuk gave a really passionate speech that was actually laden with profanity.
It made an impact on you.
It made a huge impact. But the point of that whole speech was that media is changing. He laid out everything that's now happening in media with the segmentation and you're not going to have cable anymore. You're going to have all these different apps. And I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? But the one thing I got out of that is make videos and don't be afraid to just turn on the camera and then post it on YouTube. So I started doing that back in 2008, and it was usually me driving in the car, me standing in front of a house, whatever. And then she got way more involved a few years ago and started polishing things up. So
We like to have short informational pieces that people can watch on their own time. So about, tips for selling your house or tips for buyers, what the market is doing. So information that people can access easily and is hopefully, somewhat entertaining to watch.
yeah, I mean, I think the real hope, the goal with the video, the overarching goal, at least in my mind, is to show people who we are versus what we do necessarily, because most realtors do a lot of the same things, but we're all very different people. So we're aiming to connect with people and show them who we are.
To this day, the best performing video we ever made was kind of accidental. This was many years ago, and Eric was about to hold an open house at one of our listings, and someone had driven over the sprinkler. So the sprinkler in the front yard is like gushing water.
Yeah.
And there was no time to call a plumber. So Eric rushes to Home Depot, gets the parts, and fixes the sprinkler, and he takes a video while he's doing it. It's
For
like
some
raining and
reason, I
muddy.
decided I'm going to video this. I'm digging in the mud with my hands and fixing this sprinkler.
And this was years ago, and even to this day on our YouTube channel, that's the one that gets the most views, was this, muddy DIY video about a broken sprinkler.
Yeah. there's
People love a story that ends well,
Yeah.
right, and that has a challenge, and everyone loves a MacGyver. So
I guess, yeah, right. Yeah.
On the MacGyver tip, too, you do roll around with a lock-picking kit in your car.
That's true.
I'm not sure how much we should talk about that, but it certainly has come in handy over the
Back
years.
in the foreclosure days, you sometimes needed to pick a lock. Where's the agent with the lockbox code?
Don't need him.
Right.
That's hysterical.
Yeah.
So you guys have been at this for 18 years.
Yeah.
That's a long time. What would you say is your secret for success?
I would say taking really good care of people and staying in touch with them so they feel good about coming back to us when they're ready to buy or sell again, or referring us to their friends and family. We have a lot of good friends who we met, through the business, and so that's a kind of a rewarding aspect of it too, is all the friends that we've made. Like last week, we closed on you can talk about that.
Yeah. We closed a deal for a little 2-bedroom condo out in Lakeside, and it's the daughter of one of my good friends who I was in a networking group with, all the way back to 2007.
We sold his house many years ago.
Yeah, and I've known her since she was, 13, 14 years old. So being able to come back and help her. It's kind of a sort of a encapsulation of how our business works and has worked over the years. And certainly, I mean, over the years, there have been serious ups and downs. And a lot of times you think, maybe I should be doing something else. But persistence, I think, is a huge part of success. So.
We don't know when to quit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's generational what you're talking about there. I mean, that's literally generational, meeting someone's children when you sell their home and then selling them a home when they become an adult.
It's a real trip because I don't feel that old. You know, I don't see myself as that old, and I'm not that old. But, 15 years makes a huge difference in the life of a person who's, 15 years old. They grow up.
Yeah, that's wild.
We're going to the 50th birthday party of some friends in a couple weeks, and this
right.
is a guy that we met during the foreclosure crisis during 2008. And we met them because someone referred them to us, and we ended up helping them short sell their house, which, a lot of people were doing at the time. So they got out of that mess they were in, and then many years later, they came back to us to help get their dream home, which they did. They got a nice big house, and they've been there for many years, and we became really good friends with these folks. And a couple weeks we're going to our friend's 50th birthday party, which seems surprising because he's the same age as pretty much as us, and he's old now.
But not you guys, though.
That was an 18-month short sale too, so we had plenty of time to get to know them.
Wow, and it just reminds me of those days. And, and that's full circle, right? So I'm going through a short sale, the market's crashing, all that, to now, the market's much higher than it was back then, and someone's buying their dream home. Same person, you've helped them through both journeys, totally different journeys. It's nice to see those things. Stories that end well. People love those, and that's just another one. You guys have been helping people, create their stories and find their dreams for 18 years. And congratulations to you on all that. If someone wants to reach out, what's the best way, Deva?
Oh, you can call us on the phone. You can email us. You can go to our social media. You could send us a fax. I think we still have a fax number.
I'm not sure what it is.
Yes.
We don't know where it'll go.
But yes, if you have a question about your moving plans, send us a message, give us a call, or whatever your preferred way of getting a hold of us is, we'll get right back to you.
We generally just respond the same way that you reach out.
That's awesome. Thank you guys so much for your time today. It's great to have you here today.
Thank you. It was great to be
take
here.
care.